Everybody, Babooni here. I've got a new type of video today. Nationals 2026 is coming up. If you want to learn more about that, go to landofredemption.com. And then there's this pretty banner called Nationals 2026 right there. It gives you a countdown of how many days, hours, minutes, and seconds are left. 161 days. You'll find all sorts of information. And there is what I want to talk about today, side event. Let's see. On 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, July 23rd, there's going to be a Paragon side event. It is an unofficial format designed by Kurt Hake. More information to come about what kind of potential prize support, and maybe there's going to be a promo card or something. The reason I'm making this video is to try and generate some hype for the format. Elders want to see some sort of hype from the community before any promo card is printed. So that is what I'm here to do. I'm trying to garner interest in the format. So I thought, what better way to do that is by just building Paragon decks. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to create a little series of videos where I'm going to go through different Paragons and just create a deck live with you guys. I'm not going to come with a deck list already prepared. This way, you can kind of see into my mind how I think about building decks and stuff. So I'm going to start off with, I guess I'll start off with blue. And we'll start off with Abraham because he's the first one there. So let's go ahead and get started then. Paragon, this effect is going to be basically a static effect that's going to affect the entire game. And so these numbers here, well, first let's read the ability. If you play a Patriarch, take from your deck a reserve. The first from this list you have not yet taken this game. A Patriarch, a Judge, a Human King, a Good Dominant, limit once per turn. So we're going to want to build our deck around our Paragon, and we have some restrictions here. So this 11 here, that means we have to put 11 blue cards. This 14 here means we have to play 14 good cards that aren't blue. This 5 here means we have to play 5 neutral cards. This 10 here means we have to play 10 black cards, and this other 10 here means you have to play 10 evil cards that are not black. And so each Paragon's going to have a different number of these, but each will add up to 50. We have to put 40 in the main deck and 10 in the reserve with no lost souls. And so if you want to learn more about the rules of Paragon, the instructions are here, I think. But I built a little deck builder here, and this deck builder is going to help us stay on track. So without further ado, let's think about Abraham again. So if you play Patriarch, so obviously we're going to want to play some Patriarchs. Take from deck or reserve. The first you have not taken from this list. So he gets, the first time we play Patriarch, we can take a Patriarch. Turn 2, we can take a Judge. Turn 3, a Human King. And the Human King can be good or evil. And then the last, a Good Dominant. So that's good. He's pretty slow, but really flavorful effect. I really like this effect. I helped come up with this design for Abraham. So I'm pretty proud of what Kurt and I made, even though it's probably not the strongest game in Paragon, but it is pretty sweet because you have Jesus coming from Abraham. So it goes through the Patriarchs, to the Judges, to the Kings, and then you get to Jesus. So I did like that design. So we're pairing blue with black. That's all we know for sure. I think this is going to start by identifying what the Patriarchs are. So look, we get these guys. So we get the ones from Israel's Rebellion, from Roots. And then, so that's the first ability of Patriarchs. We're going to look more about them later. Let's also look at the Judges, because we're going to want to be playing a Judge too. And this can play good or evil Judges. So we could potentially play King Abimelech as a king, or king and a judge. That could be good for the Human King, a Judge. Here are the Judges. Deborah, we can think about her for playing OT Gold. The other Deborah, we can think about her for playing OT Green Humans. Eli, for playing Priest, we can use this. Gideon. Joshua is a Judge, so if we're playing Joshua, we could potentially use him. Joshua, take a good white Exodus enhancement from deck. You could play Canaanites. Moses, the Deliverer. Negate an evil card, you may draw one. You may take a OT green or white enhancement from deck. May ban to Wilderness Hero, cannot be negated. Ban to OT Green Prophet. Okay, here's what I'm noticing right off the bat. There is a Patriarch that likes to choose the blocker. So let's look at him. We got Reuben. You may take a good Genesis card from reserve. If alone, you may choose evil OT human to block. So like, let's add Reuben. And the idea here, maybe we can pair this with the Canaanites. So we have that Canaanite Judge, right? Boom. Okay. So we're going to have blue. We're going to try to give them a Canaanites. We're going to try to choose the Canaanites to block. That's going to be the plan here. So let's go back. So I still have to pair my blue with something. Might want to pair it with Joshua. Not sure yet. Is there anything else that synergizes? So let's see. Benjamin the Young. He exchanges to a son of Jacob. So this is great. What else synergizes with that kind of plan? Negate lost soul, protect evil OT humans, negate evil neutral cards in opponent's territory. Opponent may underdeck an evil card from hand. Opponent may underdeck an evil card from hand. If an opponent draws because ability they control, they must underdeck a random card from hand. Opponent may underdeck an evil card in territory. If you control a son of Jacob, maybe draw 2, maybe onto OT Angel. So maybe we can use like OT Angel to be the glue. Joseph the Blessed. I really like Joseph. Judah, you may release a captured hero, exchange this card with Joseph or Benjamin from discard pile. Yeah, Benjamin and Joseph are pretty good. Maybe we could add it. When it may underdeck an evil card from hand, they do not. You may discard an evil card, may reserve, draw 1. When it may underdeck an evil card from hand if they do not negate evil characters. This guy's good for initiative 1. He's a 1/2. Like, what's going to get initiative against Manasseh? Naphtali. Opponent may underdeck an evil card in territory. They do not prevent the next evil. Opponent may draw 2 while alone and restrict opponents from playing enhancements on evil characters strength X or greater. I'm not like loving all the patriarchs. I probably picked the best ones here. Got Benjamin, probably the strongest one. Yeah, like Benjamin, Reuben, like that's the strongest thing you can be doing. And Joseph. Jacob's a nice patriarch, gets that band to OT Angel. You could maybe use that to like bridge to a prophet deck or Joshua deck. Don't know how good Judah is. Joseph or Benjamin have to die. So let's see. Let's start with 4 patriarchs. I don't know if that's enough though, because each time in order to trigger this, you have to play a patriarch. So you have to kind of have like this critical mass of patriarchs. So I don't think we're gonna have Unity Heroes patriarchs. That's not gonna happen. Oh man. Don't know how good Abraham is in Paragon. Pretty much evil OT humans are the only thing in this format. So there's a lot of protection. Cannot be prevented. Negate lost souls. Negate lost souls is like a good thing and a bad thing in this format. Not as good as the type. He's a prophet. Card advantage is good. So like this draw 2 is nice. Not a lot of banding going. Guy plays a son of Jacob, and he gets good initiative, and his effect is decent. He's decent, so he's not like the worst. Okay, so we played. That's 5 blue cards, and that's 5 out of our 11 allowance, right? So probably don't want any more of that. Let's get our Angel Victorious Being. This guy works well because he can exchange to Joseph or Jacob or Abraham if we decide to add him. And it bans to Jacob the wrestler. And then if we search for silver, we can do the captain. Jacob plus captain is pretty good, right? Or we could do like Jacob plus Michael and do, maybe we could like dip into Daniel, because Daniel can do choose the blocker stuff too. So yeah, let's do that. So Michael plus captain is really good too. So you have like 2 good captain bands. Is there any other angel I would here? Band to OT angel. So like Jacob plus Lord's Army is not bad. Yeah, those are probably the 2 best angels. So let's like pivot into Daniel. Yeah, Daniel. Get that Daniel going. Daniel the Treasured. So that's like another choose the blocker in addition to Reuben. So if we're playing Daniel, we probably want to play Meshach. Servants of the King is great. It's a lot of heroes, huh? 11 heroes in a 40 card deck. Probably like 1 too many heroes, maybe. So we could probably cut the Asher and leave like Jacob, Victorious Being, Joseph, Reuben, Benjamin. We have 4 patriarchs. So in theory, we could trigger this a bunch, but it's gonna be hard to trigger it all 4 times, huh? Because the first time you have to play your patriarchs, so you have to have like 5 patriarchs. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Maybe Abraham should just say like, take from your deck the first you haven't taken, because like the deck building requirements are so strict. Anyways, but we're learning. All right, so we have the Daniel, Michael captain. We have Jacob. I can go to Michael. We've got a lot of ways to do the banding. We can go Michael to Victorious Being to like Joseph or Jacob. We have a lot of ways to do things here. Is there anything else we want to add as hero? Let's think about the heroes, because it looks like we're going to blue, white, and silver right now. So let's do so let's see, we gotta do the patriarch, a judge, a human king, a good dominant. Patriarch, we got the patriarch. We could put the judge in the reserve. Are there any like prophets that, wait, no, this doesn't get prophets. A patriarch, we can put patriarchs in the reserve. Okay. So maybe we put Reuben in the reserve because he's not like that great on turn 1, maybe. Yeah, that could be good. So let's move Reuben to the reserve. Patriarch, So any of these patriarchs can go get Reuben. And then a judge, we can maybe give King Abimelech to the reserve. Boom. That's a patriarch, judge, human king. So let's see. Identifier, will they say king? Identifier contains king. So here are the hero kings. Melchizedek's an easy one, huh? You can just add him in there or put him in the reserve. Put him in the reserve. All right. So there's the king. Let's look at the evil kings, shall we? If we're playing black, we have some options. We got the 5 kings for playing Canaanites. Clashing king. King of Tyrus. He's also Canaanite, don't you know? King Abimelech. Lots of evil kings here. Huh. They're all black. Adoni-bezek for sure. Get that guy. Yeah, we probably just want to be taking an evil king. I don't know how good Melchizedek is going to be. So let's cut Melchizedek for now and just start working on our defense. So Adoni-bezek likes to grab stuff from Decker Reserve. So we're definitely going to have to put a Canaanite in reserve. Jabin likes to ban Canaanites from reserves. Here's my favorite thing to do with Jabin. So let's like reset the identifier. Let's see. The identifier is Canaan. I love pairing Jabin with Zebul, the fraud. Zebul looks like a king, but he's not. You may draw 2. The idea is you block with Jabin. You ban to a Canaanite from reserve. So you go and grab Zebul from your reserve. And then Zebul says you may give your evil Canaanite to opponent territory to convert a hero to a good brigade this turn. So you give Jabin to the opponent to convert their lone hero. That's like good against lone heroes. Judge king. You may give an evil Canaanite from reserve to opponent's territory to discard an effect or fortress. Okay, so we'll definitely want another Canaanite in the reserve. Let's see, we can play 10 black cards. 5 right now. Ugh, it's so restrictive. Maybe we put Sisera in the reserve. Sisera is not a judge. Okay, 6 black cards. Ugh. We could do King of Tyrus. We got to figure out what we want to pair our orange with, or black with. So let's see, if we somehow give the King of Tyrus to them and choose it to block, it's going to negate the choose, so they're going to go back. And we can't choose a demon to block. We can only choose OT humans. I like Reuben. Reuben doesn't really combo well with Sisera, but it does combo well with Daniel. So if you go give them Sisera, then attack with Daniel, now your Daniel stuff CB in. Okay, so we'll do that combo still. So yeah, we can give stuff to people. Right. Okay, so we're at 6 out of 10 black cards, 4 out of 11 blue cards. Let's figure out what other evil brigade we're gonna pair with these guys. Alignment evil. What pairs well with Canaanites here? I'm looking. Canaanites. Giving people things. Let's search for the word give. Identifier type all. Okay. There's nothing here that gives. Inherit Canaan is neutral, that gives. Okay, so we can't really give anything. Already playing Zebul. Already playing Woman of Thebez. Already playing, I think we have enough give, so that's okay. We don't need more give. What do we need? Let's look at the evil characters. I would just love to play more black, but we can't. We got to figure out what pairs well black here. What I could do is I could go into brown or something. Let me just see if there's anything off the top of my head here. Wild Animals is a great card. Negate heroes withdraw heroes except ones. That's good for Christian Martyrs and stuff. That's like an option. All right, so after doing some looking, I really like evil characters that can just kind of win the block by themselves. So I saw one, it's a really good chumper. He is a new Babylonian. He is Ashpenaz. You may play a Daniel Human from deck. If blocking, you may discard a captured character to play OT Lost Souls from Rescue. So, gotta look at the Lost Soul deck. Because like, how many of them are OT? They're all OT and they're all New Testament. Okay, sweet. That will work nicely. So here, let's add that guy, and then let's add like a Stocks. Then let's also add a Malachite Slave, because we can capture a Malachite Slave, then block with Ashpenaz, discard that to protect OT Lost Souls from Rescue. That's a nice little combo, huh? All right, and it's also, let's get our dominance in order. Let's get the Christian Martyr, let's get the Forces Arise, and the Forced Labor. That's 3 evil dominance that can take out lone blockers. And so if we also play the Wild Animals, that gets them down to a lone blocker. So that's a great way to just block. We got the Wild Animals plus a thing. So if we're going to be playing Forces Arise, we want to be playing Abomination of Desolation. Boom. And if we're playing Abomination of Desolation, we probably also might want to play Belshazzar's 1000 activates a Daniel artifact from Decker Reserve. All right. But how are we looking? We have 7 out of 10 evil line cards dealt with, 6 out of 10 evil black cards. So we have 4 more black cards, 3 more Yeah, looking good, feeling good so far. A lot of our characters can get blocks without enhancements, and I like to do that. Let's see. Let's just look at our neutral cards in Paragon. Alignment neutral. Let's see. I was wanting to play Joseph with Darius's decree, so that negates Joseph and basically makes Joseph and his enhancement CBN, but that's also going to negate our characters. So I don't know if I like that. We could also try to do a chump with the Blood Avenger. Not a bad idea. Chumpy. We're in the mood for a chumpy defense here. I don't hate the Blood Avenger. I'll add him in there. How many more neutrals? We got 2 more neutrals. 20 shekels. That's a nice one. Can bounce our Canaanites. Also put characters down for opponent's hand. Maybe they don't have enhancements for them. So we'll do that. I think we can put Return to Flight in our deck, and that would count as a neutral card, I think. I don't know if I want to. Don't know if I want that. All right, what else? Can do Pot of Mana, make our dominant blocks really good, but our banding would be worse. We already have 3 artifacts. Don't think I want any more artifacts. So cut out the art. So if it's not artifacts, then we have instruments, this. Really like any of these either. There's Inherit Canaan. May give an evil Canaanite to opponent's territory. Paralyze a hero. That's like pretty good. Maybe we play that as one of our neutrals. There, we're maxed out on neutrals. I like that. Okay. So let's reset the filters. So now we got our neutrals locked down. Let's start getting the rest of our blue going. So let's see. We have 3 blue characters. We can get another one from reserve. We like playing enhancements. So the reserve from Famine's great. Naming the nation could be great. What else could be great? Forgiveness of Joseph, maybe? Looking at all these battle winners here. Boom. We got 4 battle winners here. Still play 2 more enhancements. We can move some of these to the reserve for Reuben to grab too. What's good with Reuben? Interrupt a battle, only banned up to 3 Genesis heroes. Let's look at the enhancements here. Interrupt the battle. We may take a Son of Jacob. Maybe not as good as Journey to Egypt. Forgiveness of Joseph's probably good for Reuben. I don't think we're a Job deck. Fortunately, I don't know how good Obedience of Noah is. Reveal all hands, play all characters. Oh, that's interesting. If I was a deck trying to play, what's that one dominant? Resets the board. Potential in the land could be good. It's white. Yeah, I like this one. Add that. Yeah, perfect. We've just really exhausted all the blue battle. I don't think I'll be playing Endurance of Job. Reveal all hands, play all evil characters. If more than one evil character is played, discard an evil card. I like that because the chance of that whiffing in multiplayer is pretty minuscule. All right, so we're at 10 out of 11 blue. Let's get another blue hero going. Not a lot of blue heroes, huh? So I'm thinking either Eliezer of Damascus. No, he's not good in this form. Although he gets initiative, though. He does do really good at getting initiative. Give him that. Yeah, just getting a guy with always guaranteed to get initiative could be nice. That draws a card down, but he's not a patriarch. So why not I just play a patriarch instead, you know? So if I'm looking to get initiative, I could just go back to Asher because he could stop all that Abomination of Desolation stuff. Let's go back to Asher. He's a patriarch. And then we can move Forgiveness of Joseph to the reserve to pair with our Reuben. And then so we need 4 more black cards. Let's look at our good dominance. So let's see. We got Son of God. Okay, that's an easy one. Angel of the Lord. That's another easy one. Bada bing, bada boom. Any other dominance? Bound in battle. OT Angel may ban to OT Angel. Okay, that's not terrible. Could also do Buckler. Try and get to Victorious Being in 1. I don't hate Buckler. It's out of their hands though is good too. But in multiplayer, it's not as good. If your Daniel Angel's opposed. This is only really combos with Michael. We'd have to have Michael plus Captain, Michael plus Victorious Being. Let's see. How many dominants can we play? We got 5 right now. I think we can play 7 dominants, or I forget in Paragon. So yeah, I think it's like 6 or 7. I think you can play 7. Out of their hands is tempting. Like, I don't know ultimately good that can get rid of Christian Martyrs and stuff. New Jerusalem. You definitely got to put New Jerusalem in there. So we got 1 more dominant. Let's take a look here for dominance. Do like murders, a warrior overtaken, a Philistine or something. Perplexing Vision could grab a evil Daniel card. Add an evil Daniel card. So we have a couple. So maybe let's just grab the Perplexing Vision there. Okay, I like that. We got our dominance locked in. So now we gotta get back to former black cards. So we probably should be playing some sort of huh? Okay. We could always play the if we're still gonna go with our theme of not playing enhancements, we could go Prince of Greece. It's a good evil character that can potentially kill things. All right, I need enhancements. What if we did Not Among You? And what if we did Struck and Scattered? What if we did, Gibeonite Trickery? Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, 10 out of 10 black cards. Bummer. Bummer. We could try to move one of those to the reserve. We're just so tightly held on black cards. I could cut the Prince of Greece for another enhancement here. Any of these really synergize well and capture things. Interrupt the battle, give. I mean, underdeck an artifact, capture a hero. It's like getting rid of artifacts in this format's pretty good. Capturing heroes is also good. Underdeck an artifact, capture 3 here. Yeah, black has a lot of good enhancements, like a lot of battle winners. And just going Adoni-bezek into Sisera is really nice. So many things I want to do. Yeah. There's also the Greek that restricts good dominance in a format where everyone's playing Angel of the Lord. Like, having that could be nice. Well, why? All right, 5 more cards in the reserve. So what could we try to put in the reserve here? We can activate Daniel Artifact from deck or reserve. So we could put a Daniel Artifact, but we've already used our Daniel stuff. I guess we could try to put A-Bomb in the reserve, huh? We just wouldn't have access to it turn 1. No, having it access to a turn 1 could be so strong though. Kind of weak to multiple heroes attacking us. Having battle winners that do something when multiple heroes are attacking us is good. Grabs under the table. I like all these so much. I like him. All right. Don't have a room. Could get rid of King Abimelech, but then I don't have any judges. Okay, let's look at other evil. So things that are not black. Not what we want. Here we are. Evil stuff that's not black. Capture a hero, CBN, used by Babylonian. Like, that could be good if there's a big stack of heroes coming at us. What else would be good? I'm looking here. I'm looking. Not looking especially good. What else can we put in the reserve? We can put black card, put more Genesis stuff in the reserve. We could put an idol in the reserve. Kind of stuck here. Oh yeah, let's add Daniel enhancements. So if we see a demon in their territory, we can attack with Daniel to get a CBN battle winner here. What else do we want to pair with this Daniel band? We could do River Power. Yes. And what are we up to? 11 out of 14. What if there's any fortresses we wanted to add? Let's see. Could do Nazareth. I could do Storehouse. Storehouse is great. Love Storehouse. Give me that Storehouse. Do Storehouse. And then do Kingdom of the Divine, maybe. Though you don't really need Soul Negate and you don't really need Soul Gen, so that's kind of useless actually. David's Stronghold can protect Michael and Victorious Being. It's not good enough. Joseph House is a little slow. David's Tent don't really have anything. I don't think we need anything else unless we want some protection. Okay, what about Evil Fortresses? Satan's Seat negates protect abilities. Want that because we're playing Woman of the Bez. Blaze Dominant. We could just get Balaam. Take Evil Dominant from deck, grab one of these. That seems okay. And if you put them down, wheel it to draw 2. People play their territory class stuff. All right. So we're capped out on everything. So now we just need 14 cards from Brigade except blue. So we'll need to we'll need to switch some of these cards out from the main deck. So I could like switch this Gibeonite Trickery to the reserve because on turn 1, it's not a good chance to grab that. I could also move this potential in the land to the reserve, maybe. I could also move Forever Power maybe to the reserve. I don't know. Maybe Inherit Cain to the reserve. Yeah. Okay, it's all coming together. So now we just need 2 more good cards that aren't blue. We need something that's good and not blue. So it's going to be this. Good, not good blue enhancements. Okay, so we could put Angel Chariots on Mike's decent. We could put Captain's Sword on Michael. It's not that good, actually. We could try to get a judge. Let's look at those judges again. Good judges. Identifier contains judge. Do we want any of these judges in our deck, in our reserve? I don't think we're going to be playing any of these. The Moses, we could grab Moses, who can take a OT green or white card. No. Let's just put like some more white battle winners in there, maybe. All right, these are options. We got Water from the Lord, which is decent. Let's do Water from the Lord. Yeah, gotta get one. Do Moses and the Elders band. Special ability contain band. So if we attack with Daniel, we want to choose a blocker and then play a card that we can band. Let's see, 3 OT humans. Looks like that's going to be the best we're going to get. Let's do 4 in the fire. Okay, so here's our Abraham deck. We're playing really few evil enhancements. We just can't play a lot of evil enhancements. So I'm kind of more relying on the evil characters to do the blocking. And in addition to that, we're also going to be using our evil dominance to do blocks too. We have Perplexing Vision, Evil Daniel card from deck, so that can grab Bound Before the Fire, grab Prince of Greece. You can't add Prince of Greece to battle. Ashpenaz, Belshazzar's 100 or 1000. We got some options. And Blood Avenger is good against loans. Our deck's really good against lone heroes. In order to kind of to force people to be lone heroes, we can do wild animals. We can try to like negate their band. Forced labor can take up multiple heroes. They're really banding a lot. We can capture the heroes with stocks. Then as far as the offense goes, we have some patriarchs. You can get initiative with Asher or Benjamin or Joseph. They are battle winners. Or we could do like a Jacob, Bantam, Michael, get our Daniel stuff in there. Daniels also can do choose the blocker, servants of the king. We can bounce and draw some cards. So yeah, I'm really liking the deck so far. Reserve. I think it came together really nicely. So we're going to need this Abraham Paragon. So I'll post the deck list in the YouTube channel, and thanks for sticking with me and to build our first Paragon deck.
I know it's you.